Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're taking a look at a post on Reddit by Panafonic, the data miner. He's found the skills, or like everything in this take with a grain of salt, because these are data mined skills for the new Overlord heroes that are supposed to be coming as a collaboration, dimensional heroes, all that stuff. So they can change this at any time because it's not actually live in the game. So take that with a grain of salt. But Panafonic has found the skills. So we're going to go into these skills and they look pretty cool. So let's get into it. I just want to say, first of all, good collaboration. I don't know Overlord at all, but the heroes look sick. So that's the only thing that matters. So I'm pumped to see how AFK Arena does this in their style. But let's get into it. This is Ainz. He's going to be the big AOE beast damage dealer. Ainz begins a chant which lasts for a few seconds, after which damage is dealt to all enemy targets. So it seems like all enemies being just general all enemies like Shamira or Khazard or anything like that. If the chant is interrupted, Ainz will recover energy points. So it seems like when he's chanting, if he does get interrupted, he's going to stop it and not use it, but then he will recover energy. I'm tipping it's not going to be full energy, just due to the fact that it's kind of like he'd just keep going, but we'll have to see what happens with that one. And we do not have skill up, so we can't see that either. Ainz normal attacks are changed to the following abilities, which are used in a cycle. Greater Thunder deals damage to an enemy target. Gravity Maelstrom deals damage to the enemy and any nearby enemy's targets. True Dark deals damage to the enemy target and prevents them from using their ultimate ability for a few seconds. So 3 rotating attacks: a basic attack which just attacks an enemy, a basic AoE attack, and then a basic single target attack that's going to stop ultimates for a few seconds. Cool to see how many seconds, but hey, I like it. It's not bad. Although we'll have to see how quickly he goes through them to see how viable it is. He might get haste upgrades and stuff like that, so we'll have to see. The goal of all life is death. After 30 seconds of battle, all enemies lose a percentage of their current health and are stunned for some seconds. Don't know how many seconds. I love waiting to see exact numbers on this sort of stuff. But after 30 seconds of battle, all enemies lose a percentage of their health. Got to see what percentage it is and got to see how many seconds the stun is, but that's cool. But we do go through 2 abilities there, which one is modifying his basic attack, which could be alright. We'll just have to see how it plays out. And the other one is a one-time use ability after 30 seconds. So nothing really consecutive. The basic thing about him is that he's going to be spamming different abilities with his basic attack so far. And then here we go, steady preparations. At the beginning of battle, Ainz receives a shield equal to a percentage of his max health, which lasts for a few seconds. While the shield exists, Ainz is immune to enemy control abilities and continues to chant, gaining energy points and permanent attack rating and defense rating. That's not too bad. Once the shield disappears, Ainz ceases chanting. So he's going to be one that you really want to protect, because you want to keep the shield on him at the start. And when it says he starts chanting, I'm assuming this is different to the chant for his ultimate ability. This is just like a buffing chant, which is really cool. So he comes in, just starts buffing himself up and gaining energy. Then once he's done that, he'll start spamming basic attacks that do different stuff. After 30 seconds, he's going to do the percentage health and stun. And then when he uses his ultimate, he's going to chant and then blow them up. Cool beans. Now, this one goes to a shout out to XapySlenderman. I think I said that right. I don't know. Over on Discord. Big shout out to you, dude. He messaged me with all this stuff really early on. I think he's in the Discord with Panafonic. And these are the assumed signature item and furniture item. Panafonic didn't post them on the Reddit post, so I'm take these with an extra couple grains of salt, because we're not too sure. But hey, speculation is fun, and let's see how it goes. So I'm assuming these are the signature item, furniture item. They sound pretty cool, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's jump into it quickly. Signature item base: the chanting phase of the ultimate ability Fallen Down is omitted for the first time it is used. Really nice. Then we go, the chanting phase is omitted for the first 2 times at level 10, 3 times at level 20, and the ultimate ability Fallen Down deals an extra 50% damage, which is nice. And then we go into every 12 seconds during battle, the damage and debuff duration of the magic caster ability is increased by 150%. That's not too bad, because if we go over here, the magic caster ability is that one where the normal attacks change. I don't know if there's going to be a permanent increase to damage and debuff rate, because obviously the debuff rate's only going to apply to the true dark form. We'll have to wait and see. Not too sure, but that's cool. And then we have the effects of the ability, the goal of all life is death, will take effect 20 seconds into the battle. So that's the one where after 30 seconds he's going to deal damage based on their current HP, and then also stun them, so it's going to happen sooner. So that's pretty cool. Once again, take those with a grain of salt, but it's not too bad. We'll have to see how that goes. Now we'll jump onto Albedo. Okay, so Albedo, here's the other hero. Once again, looking really, really cool. I love these hero designs from Overlord, and I'm keen to see him in AFK Arena. Anyway, the first ability, the ultimate. I can't even read that, so I ain't gonna try. She instantly teleports to the most densely populated area of enemies and deals AoE damage to all nearby enemies. A percentage of the total damage dealt to her enemies is converted into a shield, which has a duration of 8 seconds. Really, really sounds very similar to Zafrael's ability, where he teleports, deals damage, gets a shield. Pretty much exactly the same, except she doesn't gain the melee attacks and stuff like that. Anyway, moving on to her next ability, Blackguard. She receives a shield with a value equal to a percentage of her attack rating, after which she teleports next to the backline ally with the lowest health and protects them. While the shield exists, neither her nor the ally she is protecting can be controlled by enemies, and she shall bear all of the damage intended for the ally. If the hero Ainz, which is the other dude we just covered, is an ally, she'll prioritize him over all other allies. So basically, she gets a shield, protects a back row ally with the lowest health, and they can't be controlled. She takes the damage from them, and if Ainz is there, she prioritizes him. So I'm thinking it'd be really, okay, this is gonna be like a campaign strategy that I'm already thinking up. That's gonna be very niche and require the right RNG. But if you put a Cyrus in the back row, because it doesn't say how long she protects them for. I'm just thinking Cyrus in the back row. If you can make him run forward, take a little bit of damage, it's gonna be hard to do, I get it, but you can make him run forward, take some damage, and then she protects him, makes him immune to CC, then he can just stack up. Depends how long it lasts, all that sort of stuff, but that's something I definitely want to see tested out. But just the first thing that popped ahead, and obviously she's going to protect Ainz if he's on the team. I like that. They started doing this sort of interaction type stuff with Zafrael and Lucretia, how Lucretia was prioritizing Zafrael over all others. But I like this sort of thing, giving like more incentive to use two heroes in the same team. I kind of like that sort of stuff. It's like, it's nice, but it's not like you have to use them for them to be any useful at all. Shield Lord, she teleports next to a random ally that is currently near an enemy and deals damage to the enemy, stunning them. If the hero Ainz is an ally, she'll prioritize him over all other allies. Cool beans. So I don't know, I wonder if he has to be near an enemy to do it, because he seems like a dude that you're going to put in the back row, so if there's no enemies near him, it seems like a wasted ability. We'll have to wait and see. Have to wait and see how that works. Not too sure on that. The next one is another ability that I ain't gonna read, but let's take a look at it. During the battle, her crit resistance is increased. If she is dealt a critical strike, the attacker's attack rating is reduced, cannot be stacked. Okay, cool. So she's a real supportive type hero. However, her ultimate is a nice bit of AoE damage. So we'll have to see how all of this scales. Now let's take a look at her signature item and furniture item. Once again, shout out to XapySlenderman for these ones, but take them with an extra grain of salt. But hey, we're going to go through them. So, signature item, base. During battle, the defense rating of all dimensional heroes are increased by 25% for every dimensional hero that is in the allied formation. The effects of this ability can be stacked up to 2 times. Then we go to 10. During the battle, defense ratings are increased by 45% for each dimensional hero in the allied formation. Level 20, the effects can stack 3 times. Level 30, the attack ratings of all dimensional heroes are increased by 25% for every dimensional hero that is in the allied formation. The effects of this ability can be stacked up to 3 times. This is ridiculous. If this is what it actually is, you think about how tanky Arthur already is, and then you give him these buffs and put these two in the team with like a Rowan in the middle. So I'm tipping you have like Ainz being the dude, the skull dude, behind him up the top, behind Arthur. Then you have Rowan in the middle. You have her down the bottom back, and you just have another tank, and then maybe even put Nakaruru in the other spot. Like, even though it only stacks up to 3 times and you'd have 4 dimensionals, it's still a 4 faction bonus. You got Rowan for heals, or you could put Taylene, something like that, in the other front row. Like, it's gonna be insane. Like, I just think it's gonna be so strong. We'll have to see how it goes. But increases the attack as well, and defense. 45% defense stacking 3 times, and you got 75% attack. Like, it's insane. It sounds nuts. Anyway, we'll have to see. I'm pumped to use these guys, as you can tell. The furniture item. She enters a rage which lasts for 14 seconds whenever Ainz dies, or whenever the first ally except Ainz on her team dies. During the enraged state, she is immune to all damage and control effects, and 350% of her defense rating is converted into her attack rating. If she is currently using her Blackguard ability to protect an ally, the enraged state shall be initiated once her Blackguard ability ends. That's cool, and you can't see it because it's behind my head, but if we zoom out you can kind of see it. 80% of the damage caused during the enraged state is converted into her health. I think she seems like an absolute savage. However, the other dude is going to be really solid too, because he's getting all those buffs. So this is the theory that XapySlenderman sent me when he sent me all this stuff. Ainz. So here's the thing about Ainz. His ultimate ability, he doesn't have to cast it. His 30 signature item increases the damage of his ultimate ability by 50%. His final passive increases his attack, who knows how much is going to be at the start of the battle. Then he's going to gain an extra 75% attack on top of that when he's in the team with Albedo, because of her amount of dimensionals on her 30 signature item. This guy's attack is going to be absolutely nuts. This ultimate ability for the first 3 times, because he doesn't have to channel it and he's just going to go straight through it, I feel like he's just going to board wipe. Like, I don't know how well it'll scale in PvE, but for PvP, if you can get this guy to pop, I feel with her in the team, I feel like it's going to be insane amounts of damage. Now, obviously in PvP, you might have to try something different than using Arthur, because Arthur gets countered really easy. You just put something like an Iron who's going to drag the guys in the back row, and you're kind of screwed with that strategy. But like, I just this guy's going to deal massive damage. Both of them look sick. She seems like really powerful, and then he seems like when he synergizes with her, he's going to deal a truckload of damage. But once again, take everything with a grain of salt. We'll have to see when it actually drops into the game. I will cover it as soon as it does. We do get anything official from AFK Arena. These data mines can all be changed, yada yada yada. You get the whole disclaimer thing. Don't rage at me when it's not like this in the game. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.